get what you want, you have to ask for it. No one's going to read your mind and just give it to you. You're going to have to get out your comfort zone and tell people what you want. And if you stay to the end of the video, I'm going to give you the script that I use to ask people for what I want. So there are a lot of things, obviously, that we want in our lives. But the thing is, I had to realize that most people aren't going to read your mind. You have to tell them that you want these things, or you're curious about this topic and you want to know more information. So I wanted to learn how to grow my social media, and I wasn't sure about how to go about doing it. I had gotten experience growing my TikTok to 37,000 followers, but I wasn't sure how to apply that to business. And so the thing is, what I realized is I got to ask someone, because I can try and figure it out by myself, but it's going to take me a long time. So what I did is I just started reaching out to business owners that had a good social media and just asking them, how did they do it? I wanted to have a business that had a good social media, but I wasn't sure how to actually do it. So I'd been able to get followers on social media, but I hadn't been able to turn those followers into customers. And so I started asking business owners how they did it. Business owners that had a good social media and had customers, how did they turn their social media followers into customers? Because when I initially wanted to do this, I looked online, I'd Googled different ways to do it, and went on YouTube and tried to search for videos, but they were all extremely basic topics with extremely basic amounts of information that I already knew and weren't really applicable. So there's times when that's going to happen, and you can't just expect to find out the answers if you're not going to ask for them. So for me to get what I wanted and actually learn how to get good on social media to get clients and customers, I had to get out my comfort zone and ask people that had those things how they did it. And when I started doing this, a lot of people don't reply to messages, but the people that do, you get a lot of value out of them, and it's free exchange. All I would do is ask them, hey, I've seen your social media, I like what you've done, I've got these 2 questions, can you answer them for me in a short call? So I'd have a phone call with them, and we'd get on, and they'd answer my 2 questions, and then they would go about the day. So the best way to go about it is to be specific with the questions that you ask these people. Because I've gotten messages from people saying, hey, can you grow my social media? How much do you charge for social media posts? And it's just such a broad question that I don't even bother answering them. Whereas if you've given a bit of value and you've been specific with the ask that you've got from them, they're more likely to reach out and reply to your messages. So I was complimenting them on their social media and how I've seen what they've done, and I liked what they're doing. And then I asked them, hey, I've got these 2 specific questions I want answered. Do you have time to go and do a phone call with me? Quickly answer these 2 questions. And most people are happy to do that. But if I just said, hey, I've got some questions about social media, can you hop on a phone call to answer them? Most people aren't really going to do that. I wouldn't be doing that. So be specific with the questions that you ask people. And it's okay to be scared reaching out to people, because you've never done it before and it's scary. And when you've never done something before, you don't know what to expect. You kind of hope these people reply to you, but a lot of them won't. But it's okay if they don't reply to you, because we're just hoping for that one person to reply back, or that one person to give you what you want or what you're asking for. And so you've got to realize, to get what you want, if you don't ask for it, you're never going to get it. So you've either take the opportunity to ask people for it and potentially get rejections, or just never ask and never get. I'd rather take the other option where I'm just asking and I'm potentially going to face rejection. But that's okay, because the more times you ask, eventually someone's just going to say yes. You got to start turning those thoughts that you have about the things that you want into reality by asking for them. Stop keeping that up in your mind. Turn that thought into an action by just asking someone for what you want. So the framework that I use to ask people for what I want is, first, I say their name and I repeat their name to them, whether it's in a text message, a DM, or a phone call, whatever. You say their name to start off with. Hey, Bob. Hey, Tom. Name them. Then give them a short compliment. Hey, I saw your LinkedIn and I really am impressed by how you've been able to grow your business so quickly. It gives them some sort of compliment about themselves and just what they've been able to achieve, and start building rapport with them. And then once you've given them the compliment, have a specific ask. Don't just be broad. Say, for instance, hey, I saw your social media. I'm wanting to know how you're able to get clients from the social media onto your website to book a call. I've got 2 questions about it. Can you answer those 2 questions in a short call? If you've been super specific about the problem that you have, and you've got 2 specific questions related to that problem, they're more likely to reply to your message. So be specific about the ask that you give people. So for example, a message I've sent someone is, "Hey Bob, I saw your website, it's top notch. I've got 2 quick questions about how you get customers to your website and your follow-up process as well after they're booked. Are you free on a Wednesday afternoon to have a 10-minute phone call? Thanks, James." Something that's short, simple, easy for them to read, and you give them a time frame when they can actually book a call or potentially are free and available to take a call. They're probably going to reply to you, say, "No, sorry, I'm not available Wednesday, how about Friday?" And they'll give you an option, but they're more likely to reply to you if you've given them a compliment and you've given them specific questions about what you want help on and when you're available to actually meet with them or to call with them. So I hope you took value out of this video. I hope you go out and reach out to me, be specific, give me a compliment, I won't mind, and ask something that's super specific in terms of how can I help you. Go and do this not to me but to other people. Ask people the things that you want. People are more than likely going to be able to help you, and you just got to get out your comfort zone and try new things and reach out to people and be okay with facing rejection, because the end result is actually getting the thing that you want. And there's nothing bad about getting that, but if in the process it costs you rejection, is it worth it? Probably. So go out and do it. Apply this framework, tell people their names, give them a compliment, and be specific with the ask that you have. I'll see you again in the next video.